Etsy is turning into Amazon, and I am mad about it. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dave. I've been selling on Etsy for 7 years, coaching for 5. Shout out to all the people in the 6-figure seller course in the description below. Feel free to book a free consultation call if you want to work in my mentorship program together. So today, we are going to take a look at this Reddit post from a couple years ago, but it's one of the all-time biggest posts in the Etsy subreddit. So I figured it's something fun to look at. Let's take a look. So I am a buyer, not a seller. I've been using Etsy for years as a go-to for gifts, often getting things custom made. So this is from a buyer. This is an important opinion, obviously, if it's from a buyer, not from a seller. Because, typically the angry about Chinese stuff on Etsy is a seller opinion. But this, if it's in a buyer opinion, it's a problem. And if it's from 4 years ago, this post is from 4 years ago, it's also a problem. So imagine what buyers are feeling nowadays. So anyway, COVID happened, and when I went to Etsy to buy masks so I could support small businesses, all is good. Then for some self-care, I find a cute little shop and stock up on nail wraps, which has completely destroyed my nails. I later got a Facebook ad for a company selling the exact same wraps. So I messaged the Etsy seller asking if she's associated with them. She says they use the same manufacturer who helps with her designs. I then find the same wraps on AliExpress. Uh-oh. She found an AliExpress Etsy dropshipper, and they're not allowed to be selling on the platform. Totally dilute the platform, totally ruin the platform. You got to keep in mind, I have a very they're not allowed on Etsy, but I have an extreme harsh opinion towards these scumbags because Etsy started off as a handmade platform, and my very first successful store was all my handmade stuff, and my handmade stuff took years to develop that skill. It wasn't like some quick little thing I learned from my grandma. It was it was woodworking. So it's a real handmade skill, Anyway, I have a harsh opinion about Etsy dropshipping. Don't do Etsy dropshipping. You're going to get your store banned. You're not going to actually build a successful business, and you're going to be a scumbag. My birthday was filled with 90-day fiance goods from Etsy, and while some of the items were sent out for screen printing, that's a-okay because the sellers actually designed them. Then today I got a new scrunchie band for my Fitbit, which I ordered from Amazon. It's cute but cheaply made, so I go to Etsy to see if anyone is selling handmade versions. The exact same mass-manufactured ones are on Etsy. Uh-oh, for 2.5 times what I paid on Amazon. Awesome. Now every time I look on Etsy, I'm weeding through the listings to avoid blank white backgrounds and Comic Sans fonts in the item listings in hopes that I will buy from an authentic person. I didn't think anybody was using Comic Sans nowadays, even 4 years ago. That's hilarious. I'm annoyed about it as a buyer, but I'm certain that it's so much more frustrating for the sellers. Yes, you're correct. A surplus of cats on Reddit. But I'm certain that it's much more frustrating for the sellers who are making and selling quality goods only to have their sales lost to these sham shops. My rant is over. Keep up the good work, artisans. And to those of you sewing masks for hours on end every day, thanks for your hard work and for making something yucky more tolerable with fun fabric choices. Edit. I'm sorry I made everyone question their background choices. I was referring to the perfectly balanced white backgrounds with no dimension to the product. That's funny because, in 2015 and 16 and 17, the move was to use white backgrounds for your handmade products so you could appear more professional and stuff. But nowadays it's no, you don't use white backgrounds. You're going to appear as if you are some mass-produced garbage. And so anyway, it's just really interesting. Tell me what you think in the comments. I know most people's opinions, but it's just wild that a buyer from 4 years ago has the same exact opinions as sellers through a different lens because of an experience. For our experience, it's because we are sick of we have to compete with garbage when the platform is made for handmade people and creators. But Etsy, has turned into something different now. And I wonder what's going to happen. After that MSNBC little thing came out on YouTube and everyone reacted to that, including myself, it's really interesting because I wonder what Josh Silverman's going to do. I wonder if he's going to step down. because he was like supposed to be the savior or whatever for Etsy. He used to work at eBay or something like that. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to the inner workings. Pay attention to the Etsy seller community mostly. However, it's going to be interesting to what happens in the next couple of years in terms of the platform's integrity. However, I have very little faith in Etsy's ability to actually execute a solution that that satisfies buyers, that satisfies sellers. It's like expecting the government to create a good solution. They, even when you do get them to create a solution, it sucks. So it's no different with corporations. I'm here for the ride. You know that I'm always here for the ride, but it's going to be interesting to watch what Etsy does, because the AI bots that ban people because of their photos found on other platforms hurt people, because people stealing Etsy sellers' photos on AliExpress that caused the AI bot to ban the original seller. So we know that Etsy's solutions are not good. And if they have to hire more people to actually sift through stuff, which would be next to impossible, maybe just like a human to look at what the AI bot decides, even then they'd have to hire more people. And oh no, we have to hire more people that actually know something, rather than just like robot humanoids that are customer support agents that just copy and paste. That's going to cut into their bottom line. That's going to cut into their stock prices. And oh my gosh, the stock price of Etsy going down. And as a seller, us as sellers, if we're not invested into the stock, we don't care. And it's just a fun back and forth situation. But this post was from 4 years ago. Let me know what you think in the comments. Check out the links in the description for helpful things. Hope you have a beautiful day. Peace.